We are the Wake Up Crew. Thanks for tuning it in. 102.9 KSJJ. 7:52. It's a Tuesday morning. Good morning to Lyle Hicks. How are you?
Good morning, Brad.
Good morning, buddy. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Yeah.
Of course, Lyle, the manager down at Jake's Truck Stop at the South End Bend on 3rd Street. And as many of our listeners know who frequent Jake's, they are about ready to head off into the sunset. Or are they?
The truck stop is. Truck stop's gone. There's no saving that. The diner, maybe.
So you're saying the property's been bought, so there won't be a Jake's Truck Stop as we know it in that location?
Yes, that's correct. The truck stop will close.
Can you put Jake somewhere else?
Well, I'm trying to save it. I do have the name now. The crew is right there. None of them have left, and they're all anxious to continue on as Jake's as far as the diner goes.
What's the dilemma?
Power, money, what are you going to call it?
So what are you doing here? We have neither.
Yeah. You need a location?
No idea.
Is that where you start?
No, actually, I'm working to stay where I'm at.
Well, you know what? Any help that we can give you, we definitely will. I want to help support a great institution in my eyes. It's just the very first place I ate when I got to Central Oregon, and
me too.
And thankfully, many times since then, and hopefully many times to come. So we'll do whatever we can to help out, and if you leave your number, we will certainly pass it on to anybody interested.
Long live Jake's Biscuits and Gravy.
Amen. Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Thanks.
it.
Good to see you.
urban sprawl sets the mood.
Rock and roll.
Develop and decay.
Right, from this angle, you can never tell.
Another day closing time.
I love you, guys. I love you too.
We'll be all right.
Wow.
We'll be all right.
It's hard to say goodbye to all these guys. I've been doing that for the last couple of weeks.
And how long have you been there again?
23 years.
I can feel it. I can feel how heavy your heart is today when you came in.
I mean, it's just every day you're talking to 2 or 3 guys and saying goodbye and saying, saying I don't know when I'm going to see you again, and I've got in my pocket I've got telephone numbers and addresses and for all these guys saying, hey, yeah, because this isn't just a job.
Loving you.
And I wonder where it's gone, where it's gone. And I wonder where it's gone. Did I leave it lying so? Big December moon, there's snow in Amarillo. And the highway is closed at Wichita Falls. Big December moon, there's snow in Amarillo. But if you'll shine on me, I'll see her tonight. Well, I'm cold inside when I can't see her. It isn't the weather, it's the way I feel. So I turn on my radio, Texas swinging, king of the road.
You wouldn't believe that you see out there. I guess it's in all different categories. It can be drivers, it can be people on 4 wheels, doing sexual things that they shouldn't be doing. You see all that kinds of stuff out there. You wouldn't think it's there, but it's there.
Right now, our biggest expense out here on the road is fuel. Right now, I'm averaging about $2,500 a week on fuel. Last year, before it started going up, I spent $52,000 for diesel fuel. This year, it's going to be higher. So we're looking probably about $65,000 this year.
Normal rules are if you're out for 3 weeks, you're home for 3 days. So you make the best of it of the 3 days when you're home. And trust me, when I get home, I've got my kids right at my door. They don't leave my sight. They'll follow me everywhere I go. Don't matter if I'm just going to the store. My dog follows me to the bathroom. It's like, go away. I enjoy it out here. That's the biggest problem. I keep wanting to retire, and every time I go to retire, I come right back out. So it's just in your blood. Come in truck stops, and like good old Jake's here. It's been here for years. Been coming in here since I was probably 15 years old. Started out as a little cafe, eat no more.
They've grown to know us more than just a restaurant, but as an extended family. When they're on the road, if they can find a place like this where they feel at home, then that is like another family. And so they've got their family at home, and then there's a place in the middle of Oregon where they can pull in and they can feel like they're at home again, and they've got family here. And they may have another one in Washington or one in Idaho or whatever. But there's a lot of them that feel that way about us, and it hurts, frankly, both of us.
Well, to many of its patrons, it would be a sad day if indeed Jake's truck stop in South Bend were to close. That rumor was fueled last week when the 80-employee workforce was warned a possible sale of the restaurant and gas station could be imminent. According to media reports, Jake's wasn't up for sale, but rather a company that's not yet been named approached owners Kim and America Wolf about a possible sale. A Jake's spokesperson did not return phone calls by our deadline today. If the truck stop is sold, plans have circulated about the building of a new Safeway, a TJ Maxx store, or possibly another Ross Dress for Less in its place. If a sale does go through, owners have been quoted as saying it would be between October 8th and 18th.
I sure hope they've got a plan. They need a truck stop in this. Like I say, once they're gone, this is it. Where are we all gonna go now? The next truck stop around here, if you're going south, there's several, but they're too far south for what people need right in this area. Oh, I can't imagine what they're going to do around here or something.
We're going into the women's shower, which also acts as our co-ed shower. There you go. And got 2 shower units in it. It has its own bathroom facilities. We only give out the key to one at a time. They come in, take their shower, get themselves all cleaned up and ready to go. And more and more of husband and wife teams, just team drivers in general. And a lot of times they don't want to use the same shower, but they don't mind using the same area. So they, like I said, they come in, they take their showers, and then they're able to get on out. It's faster for us. We're not tying up 2 different rooms. We're only tying up 1 room by making it a co-ed shower.
She likes the road better than I do, actually.
I do. I love being on the truck.
It's all lovely till somebody gets banged up for good, or till somebody goes missing.
I admire that she puts up with me as much as she does, and she can go days without a shower and, you know, do the truck thing.
But I can, yeah.
She doesn't miss home. She puts up with it, which is pretty amazing. It's pretty hard to live out on the road.
Just discuss them like everybody else passing by. They eat each other at the grocery store, and over coffee they say it's a great thing you do.
We have a sleeper, but sometimes we stop at a motel.
We do motels. We do really nice, neat things that normally we probably wouldn't do.
There's a whole lot I don't like about him. You know, he took on a family, 4 kids that weren't his, and me. So.
So nice.
And they can take a man down in his prime. Oh, yeah. I hear it's all fun and games till that same somebody wins. On the cover of this magazine, it looks like your ship is coming in. It's gonna sweep you up and away. Well, I guess they'd all like to go.
I've stopped here forever, as long as I've driven. It's kind of sad to see the old truck stops go and the new ones come in. The new ones just don't favor to us like the older ones did. You know, I'll miss Jake's.
Oh, yes. And over coffee they say it's a great thing you do, but only feel that way half 'cause they're reminded of their own disappointments.
Now Lyle is the man who runs the restaurant. He has obtained the right to use Jake's name, and he's going to try to open a restaurant someplace in Bend using Jake's name and carry on with the large portion of food that Jake's is famous for, and so on and so forth. Whether he's successful or not, we don't know. We haven't been told, but it's going to be difficult. The truckers that come in that have been made aware of this, because Jake's is known all across the United States. They've voiced their unhappiness or whatever in relation to it, because there's really, at this point in time, no place in Central Oregon that provides what we provide here for the truckers and the general public. It's going to put what, 80 to 100 people out of work.
I hear the big man's coming down to show his cronies how mighty he is. He's gonna lean over the banister and proclaim what glorious prophet it is. Just like the victory.
Here's the biggest dilemma that I'm up against, or I believe I'm up against right now. The new owners want to give me a 6-month lease so that they can see what I can do. Even if I break even at 6 months and they tell me, well, you're not going to make it, and shut me down, I've lost $30,000. That's huge. The other side there is, I'm not really sure that they think I can do it. I think I have more confidence in myself than they do. They may say, we want you to be successful, but the other side of their mouth, they say 9 out of 10 mom and pops collapse in the first year and a half in a restaurant. And so they're looking at the numbers and then saying, I don't think you can do it. It's what I feel.
Sometimes I wonder if he's really going to make the jump, because he's right there, he's like at the edge. And he's like, and I'm just wanting to push him, but I know, I can't, because it's his risk he's taking, and I don't want him to look at me and go, you pushed me. It's your fault all this happened. I know he has to take the risk, and I think he's getting stronger. When you look at the things he's going through. But basically, what happens is that he gets overwhelmed, and so he needs people to help him, for him to air his information out, and secondly, to be able to get feedback from people to see if this is really the right direction he's going. One thing Lyle started out very timid, and I think as I see the ball rolling and getting bigger, and I see Lyle's boldness getting bigger.
One of the things that this meeting is about is to let you know, if indeed you're not coming along, there will be people here tomorrow from the unemployment office. There's a lot of things here that are unknown. I'll be quite frank with that. I've never done this before.
So it's one day at a time.
So everything's a day at a time. Yeah. I have not signed a lease yet. Okay? That's the scary part of what's going on right now. I have not signed a lease. I've been told that I will have a lease. So I'm assuming everything's going to be right there and in place. But I just don't want to, leave you with any false hopes either. Life is a choice. We can choose to be happy, we can choose to be sad, we can choose to be angry. Sometimes things overwhelm us. This job is not just a job, and we've said that. That's the reason why we're doing this. If it's just a job, we might as well just all leave right now. We're doing this, we're continuing on because we have a family here. And we have a family, and we've created something that the community has loved and will love, I hope.
Sometimes it makes me cry. I love kissing those old ghosts. Goodbye, goodbye. I like watching the dust bury my old track. Old memories hurt for a while, but
It's kind of strange because the same people, usually a lot of them, come in here every day. And so I get to know a lot of them, not personally, you know, but pumping their gas and washing their windows. And so that's what they expect every day. But it's a joyful job. Because you know, when you do that, it makes them happy. Even though it's just pumping gas, but it's like a people job. You get to meet people, talk to people. It's a good place to work. I was working day shift, but the last week I've been working swing shift, which is, I kind of like it because it gives me a chance to go find another job. I was pretty shocked to come back from 4 days off and find out that they were selling it. Because even though there's a lot of jobs in this town, they're hard to get. And because I enjoy working here, I kind of look forward to come here. I try to work as much overtime as I can, like 6 days a week.
I love leaving more and more mile after mile. I love leaving more and more mile after mile.
I'm going to drive by here and see an empty lot. And that's going to be kind of a bummer. And I think a lot of people probably feel the same way. The best food in town, the biggest meals for a decent price. Not no more. Now I'm going to be stuck with Taco Bell.
I always stop here, but that's going to suck. I just can't believe this is going to get shut down. This is our favorite stop always. He's just stopping here with my bus, you know, we travel up and down with the bus. Oh, I guess it's hard time.
Well, I agree with the owner's decision to sell. I think it's right for them. You know, I've been here long enough. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen the business decrease in the 6 years. When I first started working here, we were doing 10,000 gallons a shift. I mean, you didn't stop for anything. You know, you were lucky if you made it outside, you know, every couple of hours. And now I can walk outside whenever I want to, basically. It's just that slow.
Come what will, and come what may. Hard lessons and sad-eyed days. I've had some close call getaways, but I'm okay. Come what will, come what may. Layoffs are coming by the end of the week.
I'm gonna miss the truckers. I'm gonna just miss the truck driving industry in general. I don't see how they do it. I couldn't do it. You know, a lot of them are really sad about it. Some of them are actually mad. You know, it's all a bureaucracy, conspiracy type thing and stuff to put them out of business. You know, they're losing their favorite spot, and the owners are just majorly at fault, according to them.
What can you get in your town that has not been on a truck at least once before it got to you? And I've yet to find anybody that can tell me anything that has not been moved by a truck at least once before you get it. I don't care if it's farm fresh vegetables, they're hauled into town on a truck. Anything from overseas is handled by a truck at least 3 or 4 times. So it doesn't make any difference what you come up with. It's going to be moved by a truck, and that's all there is to it. And if you can come up with something that's not moved by a truck, I'd sure like to know what it is.
What are you gonna do? Collect unemployment for a while, sit around and choose my options before I go on and figure it out from there. Hopefully something with people. I can do bookkeeping and a little bit of everything, but I enjoy working with the people. I've really enjoyed this job.
There's some free schooling that's open to me now, so I think I'm going to take them up on that. That'll help bring my computer skills up to where I can, diversify a little bit better. Through CYC, as Intergovernmental Council, they help people find jobs, enhance their skills, things like that. Helps with the economy. It's easier to train somebody and get them off of welfare than it is just to let them sit there,
You get rid of your trucks, you ain't got no town. Because the people can't live. They won't have food, they won't have clothes, they won't have fuel. So why shut it down just because you don't like trucks? Stupid. Totally stupid.
Well, when Jake's is gone, a piece of our life is going to die with this truck stop. It's just part of our job out here. I mean, it's just a place to stop. It's on a major junction and easy to get to. But most importantly, though, it's just the way they make you feel when you get here. You're welcome. You walk in that door, I mean, they're always, hi, how are you, how you doing? The guys on the fuel island, they come running right up there and they'll talk to you and tell you about what's going on, and it's just great. I'm really going to miss it.
Well, it's considered a Bend landmark, and just a few weeks ago, word had it that Jake's truck stop was closing for good, but that's not the case. Lyle Hicks, the soon-to-be owner of Jake's Diner, says the truck stop will close down this Friday, but the diner will stay intact, decor and all. Hicks says the 6-month lease of the diner should be complete by Monday, and it will be a month-to-month contract to keep the diner open thereafter. The restaurant will, however, be closed this Friday through Monday to make sure the transition is smooth for business reasons and for its staff. Roughly 25 employees will lose their jobs following the closure of the truck stop.
I've never been here. There's a cook that's leaving. No, I've been here for 17 years. So I don't think it'll be a big deal. Still had good food. Yeah.
That's not the case. There's signs up all over the place. The 15th step.
I just find it interesting that the truckers need to keep rolling here, and they need more trucks on the road. Here's a graph that shows the increase in the trucks that are needed. The problem is, as the trucks increase, the volume increases, and truck stops close down. People don't want us in their communities, they don't want us on our highways, but they still want their fresh groceries and their new big screen TVs. Something's got to give. Something needs to happen.
It's a 63-inch flat top. Don't see many of them anymore. It's like an old style, but I can stand up in back there, and that's all the room I need. I live in here. I stay out about 3 weeks at a time. Go home for about a week and then take off again. So I spend more time in this truck than I do at home. This world would come to a screeching halt if it wasn't for truck drivers. I mean, you couldn't get food, you couldn't get anything. And yet we put up with more bullshit than anybody else out there. More regulations. It's endless. You know, they can always pull you over and give you a ticket for something, and they do. I mean, you know, they make money off of us. Can't park here, can't park there, no place to park this thing.
Yeah, Friday will be our last day. It's been kind of bad.
Comes when I'm clean out of sight. Not to mention some lonely nights. But I keep turning corners, clean out of sight.
I find myself thinking more and more about it. When I first found out about it, it was like, okay, we're closing, all right, you know. But as it gets closer, it's getting more emotional. It's like, you know, it's almost over with, and it's gonna be kind of hard.
Yes, it does.
What just happened, I just signed the lease papers on the restaurant. It is a 6-month lease with a month-to-month after that, so we've got 6 months to figure out what we're going to do.
Keep me heading for higher ground. I'm always leaving for higher ground.
I've told you before, I don't aspire to be anything. I don't aspire to be rich. I don't aspire to be anything big. But I love the fact that I'm going to be able to own something that's mine. And I do love that. And I do love the fact that I'm going to be able to own the entity that I've loved so much for so many years. That's very, very neat.
They call me the Donut Man. They're maple bars, but they call me the Donut Man. Try to save Lyle a trip into town every morning so he don't have to go that way. I come this way anyway, so. The girls have them ready, and I swing by and pick them up and bring them out here. Every day but Sunday. Sundays I don't come out because I go open up the church. Well, I was wondering what was going to happen. I'm glad Lyle gets to keep it open for a while. Well, you know, really, I don't go much places but other here in the morning. And then, you know, I go home and then I stay home. This is my, I guess, is my hangout place. Get to come and meet everybody that, like you and Gary and John and Murphy. Murphy's working the early shift. Yeah, he's opening early all this week. He said for us to take care of things for him, so I guess we'll have to do that till he gets back. I'll have to call him today and tell him they're going to keep the place open.
Jake's Truck Stop, how can I help you? Yes, we're closing today. The doors will close at 5 o'clock. We're already out of fuel on both gas and diesel. The restaurant manager is going to become the owner as of Tuesday. Bryan, he's going to maintain the restaurant. They'll reopen Tuesday after closing this afternoon. Okay? You're welcome. Bye.
Another day closing time, and I wonder where it's gone, where it's gone. A sea of taillights rolls on, dirty moon filtered sun. Bad news, bad air. A tired spirit burns on, and I wonder where it's gone, where it's gone.
Gonna miss all my customers. Oh well. What are you gonna do, right?
Cause I wonder where it's gone. Cause the dream keeper's lamp just burned out one night while we sleep. Panhandler in the sun on a human hot heat of asphalt and exhaust. Cardboard and ink declare
I work because I knew I was working today.
short on campaign money, no food, God bless, please care. And I wonder where he's gone. He leave it lying somewhere.
It's feeling kind of empty. But I just want it to be over and done with. If I'm going to be out of here, I need to, I want to just go, get out of here.
The dream keeper's lamp just burned out one night while we sleep.
Go ahead and close my console down.
I can see from my window.
You still have power.
Prostitute on the street. Her pale face, frozen heart. Steady stroll like a broken reed. I wonder where she's gone. Where she's gone. Big lights turned down the alleyway. Ditch the cops. Some laughter, but no sleeping.
Yeah, they took it out right across the street. Oh, is it right? Oh, yeah.
I wonder where she's been. fix, pushing through her ways. And I wonder where she's gone. Did she leave it lying somewhere in the street? I wonder where it's gone. As the dream keeper's lamp just burned out one night. Well, I wonder where it's gone. Did I leave it lying somewhere in the street? I wonder where it's gone. As the dream keeper's lamp just burned out one night. Well, I wonder where it's gone. Did I leave it lying somewhere in the street? I wonder where it's gone. Does the dream keeper's lamp just burn out one night while we sleep?
See you, kiddo. Okay, I'm locking it up. This is it. You know, I've closed down 2 other businesses besides this one we've had for years. One that belonged to my grandfather. And so, you know, I've been here before. But one thing I've known is when it's time, it's time. And this is the time. See you, Lyle. I'm not going anywhere. Okay.
See the taillights rolls on, dirty moon filtered sun, bad news, bad air. A tired spirit burns on.
Big December moon, there's snow in Amarillo. The highway is closed at Wichita Falls. Big December moon, there's snow in Amarillo.
On one side, I'm very excited. On the other side, I'm as scared as you can get. So it's kind of a two-way street, kind of a teeter-totter, as you might think. One minute you're feeling really good about it, the next minute you're going, oh no, what are we going to handle? How are we going to solve that problem? So I guess that's where I'm at right now. I am excited.
Oh yeah, Texas swinging, king of the road, asleep at the wheel. Big December moon, there's snow in Amarillo, and the highway is closed at Wichita Falls. Big December moon. Looks like a win for heavy weather. Looks like we're in for a storm. But there blows a humid wind as the lightning, silhouettes of the clouds in orange. And I hear the thunder in your voice. Well, it sounds as if you have made your choice. So say your goodbyes, get on with it. Oh, yes. Get on with it. Get on with it. Get on with it.
Today is closing day, and I don't want to ponder on that. So my plans are to go home and act like it's a normal day. Go home, have some supper, sit down, relax for an hour or so, and then go to bed. Just like I'm going to get up tomorrow morning and go to work just like normal. Except tomorrow morning won't be normal. I hope to deal with that tomorrow. I don't feel I'm a very strong man at all, but I am a man of faith. And in that, if you can draw strength from that faith. And I think that's where my greatest strength comes from. Besides that, my greatest strength comes from having a great group of friends around me that are believers in me more so than I am believers in myself.
Get on with it. Get on with it.
I had no idea why I went through what I went through last September. And I don't want anybody to go through that kind of thing. But from what I went through, I gained the strength to do what I'm doing right now. This is going to be my office, eventually. And I don't know if it's dark or if it's light enough to, but the desks will go here. The printers and copiers will go there. All of this will be storage along here. Obviously, this all comes later because the office is the last thing you do. You got to operate first. I am scared, yeah, but there's one side of me that's just I'm so anxious and so excited, and there's the other side of me I am just as scared as I can get. But you know, that's a part of what I've always been like anyway. So. But I'm dealing with a whole lot better than I dealt with the first one.
Wasn't that long ago we prayed over the other building as Lyle stepped out by faith and started the business back up. We know all the parts will come together. Lord, I pray for Lyle for wisdom to be a godly manager with integrity, not just with the public and the customers, but Lord, with his employees. In those times of stress over the next few days, give him special grace and patience.
Father God, I'm so thankful for everything you've done for me. And Father, I just ask you that that your love and light would shine through us, and that people will be affected as they walk in the door, as they see the place. Lord, I do ask for profitability, but Father, I ask for more than that, that my crew would be good servants, that they would be good, that they would honestly care for each and every person that walks through the door, and not for just the bills that are put on the table. Lord, I just so very thankful, and I dedicate this to you. And am I strong? I'm stronger than I was, but I'm still not there. I still wake up in the middle of the night and panic on the whole thing. But when the sun comes up in the morning and we're rolling, then I'm back in the saddle again, and things seem to be okay.
And I hear the thunder in your voice. Well, it sounds as if you have made your choice. So say your goodbyes and get on with it. Oh, yes. Get on with it. Get on with it. with it. Get on with it. Well, there's a wedding going on.
Yes, no worries. We're happy.
Well, at least somebody's having a real fine time. While I sit with this bomb that you dropped. My heart, well, it feels just like a block of ice. Well, I guess for once I'll take your advice. What else can I do? Get on with it. Oh yeah. Get on with it. Get on with it. Another day, and lovers will stroll through landmine heights, but only if you walk.
Everybody's so nice out here. They talk to you all the time. The girls speak to you. It's a good place to be.
Though